Today's topic, psychological safety. Why is it important to you, your team, and your organization? Psychological safety is not a new term. It's been around since the 1960s, kind of reinvented in the 1990s, kind of been brought to use. When we think about psychological safety, all we need to do is to think about physical safety to understand it. You know you love having a building that has a fire hose, water sprinklers, and a key code system. It gives us a sense of physical safety. Well, psychological safety is just the same. The way that it's kind of coined a term now is the ability to be our authentic selves and to be able to ask questions, to be able to press the status quo without the fear of humiliation, retaliation, or ridicule. So when you're talking about feeling psychologically safe, that means that I can be my authentic self in my everyday presentation. Tim Clark says you need 4 stages to be able to create it. First, there's an inclusion safety. This is where everybody knows that they're part of one team. I love it, Wisconsin. When you first onboarded, the first thing they do is they let you know that we are together. And they give us a little swag here, and they let you know that you are part of the team. But afterwards, what they do is they give you what we call learner safety, which is the second stage. With learner safety, you're given all of the supplies you need to be great. So I'm talking about the books. I'm talking about all of the technology, all of the different things that you're going to need to be able to be great at what you do, whether you're an athlete or whether you're a person on the faculty and staff. And then the third stage of psychological safety is contributor safety. That's when you do the job you're supposed to do. You prove yourself to be an asset to a team. And when you've had those 3 stages of learning, of inclusion and contributing, now we get to the crux of the matter with psychological safety, which is this, the ability to challenge. That means if I see something that's wrong, guess what? I can challenge the status quo without that fear. But let's say I see something that's great. Guess what I can do? I can talk about, because I'm so creative, I'm so innovative, how I can make something good greater, how I can make something great elite. So when we talk about psychological safety, it's just the ability to be able to bring my authentic self to the job every day. How is this good for an individual? Because if they can be creative, if they can be their authentic selves, if they can do mistakes without the fear of great punishment for those, they become more productive, they become more happy. The morale is increased. How does that help the team? Because great psychological safety reduces turnover, increases productivity, and it looks like great team chemistry. How does it look for the organization? There's a reduction in turnover. Again, another increase in productivity. And what does that manifest into? A winning culture on and off the field. But when we look at psychological safety, we must understand that it doesn't look the same for everybody. So especially when you're dealing with marginalized and underrepresented groups, you want to make sure that even though you have a policy for the company of psychological safety, that it also is in tune to the needs of those, again, who have been marginalized and traditionally underrepresented in the group in which you're on. If you can have psychological safety, you can have a team that's not soft, but a team that is even more prepared to deal with challenges and can do it quickly with better results in the end. Psychological safety, it benefits everybody involved.